Tale of the Legend of Muc Lagoon. During the Tran dynasty, there was a monk in Quang Liat commune. Profound education. Because his reputation spread everywhere, many students from near and far came to study. Read more stories about Chu Van and Via. His voice reached the king's ears, and the king asked him to return to the capital to take care of Quoc Tu Giam school and teach the prince. He left the house to his wife and children and then took office. But after more than a year, I saw him return with a cane. He told everyone, "I cannot stand 7 powerful officials lying to the king and harming the country." From then on, people saw him return to teaching. This time the people who came to ask for initiation were countless. A high mound in Van Hamlet had to build 3 or 4 more roofs to accommodate the students. The houses in the neighborhood were filled with grape workers, from all kinds of people from the kin and from the countryside. That's not to mention the people around the area who pack meals every day to go home and study. Among his students were 2 brothers and sons of King Tui Te. Hearing his wise master, King Tui also sent his son to study. Every day, the 2 brothers went to the riverbank, took off their clothes in the water and then went to land, speaking and behaving like mortals. One day, the old man was grading papers when the school chief came to tell him that this morning, when he could not see the person's face, he had to go to the district market to go to Bua Bridge. By chance, in the river, there were 2 people walking on the water and approaching the shore. It's true that they are the Gon brothers. The first one was scared but tried to follow. Sure enough, they came here. "Teacher, what should we do now?" The old man nodded and replied, "Just leave them alone, my child." If they were ghosts and gods and preferred the way of saints and sages, wouldn't it be even better? That year, the Ton Dam area was hit by a great drought. From the end of last year until February of this year there was not a single drop of rain. Cracked fields. The fields of rice and corn keep withering. Seeing everyone in a hurry, the old man was equally impatient. One afternoon after class, the old man left Gon and his brothers behind and said, "I want you to have some compassion for the people." The 2 brothers pretended to be bewildered and said nothing. Seeing that they were still hiding, the old man said, "You guys don't have to hide. I knew it all. Now only you can save the people. Please make it rain for them." The 2 brothers looked at each other and for a long time said to the old man, "Yes, but it's difficult because all the rivers and lakes have been ordered to be closed, so where can we get water now?" The old man pleaded, "Think about where you can get water. If we can't save a lot, let's just save a little." The 2 brothers hesitated for a long time, then pointed to the inkstone placed on the desk and told the old man, "Yes, the Lord is very strict but the teacher's words are very important. We will obey you, sir. We will use the water from this inkstone to temporarily saturate an area." The old man happily ran back to the writing desk, carrying a large inkstone still full of ink and his usual brush holder, and gave it to them. The 2 brothers caught it and all 3 of them headed to the riverbank. When they got there, they rolled up their sleeves and then I held the inkstone, and he held the penholder dipped in ink. And splashed it into the sky many times. Then they threw both the study and pen into the water, bowed to the teacher, and disappeared. That night was indeed cloudy and dark, then it rained heavily. The old man was both happy and scared, running in and out all night without sleeping. Waking up in the morning, what everyone found strange was that water only flowed across the fields in the Ton Dam area. Furthermore, the color of the water everywhere is as black as ink. The rain that night saved countless rice fields, cornfields and other crops. People in Ton Dam area are happy again like before. But meanwhile in heaven, the angels were surprised at the sudden rain. Angry, he sent an angel to catch the culprit and punish him. And both brothers could not escape the strict net of heaven. Both fell under the hammer of the lightning god. Their corpses appeared in their original form as two river boats with their heads in one direction and the other in the opposite direction, drifting under the Boo Bridge. The old man was very sorry when he heard the news. He cried and he forced all the students to bury the two dragons. The turban that day was completely white across the riverbank. The bodies of the two animals were buried properly above the bridge and also made into a mound like a human grave. Chu Van An's inkstone later drifted to Queen Du village, turning the whole country black in that lagoon. Today people still call it Muc Lagoon. As for the pen, it went to village, so the elders often told that thanks to that, village, Ta Ton Oi village, now has many people who have passed their studies. As for the tomb of the two monsters, that is, two brothers in love, people later built a temple, which today is also called Gon Temple. Discovery according to Dui Mutie, Dumatur, in Chinese Vietnamese fairy tales, the above story happened in Si Miep's lifetime. Two sons of the rain god often went to study at Si Miep's school in Tam A, Bac Ninh. One day it was so hot that everyone in the school was uncomfortable. Because the teacher and his friends kept arguing, the two sons of the rain god stole their father's permission to call down rain and it really rained. The Jade Emperor saw this and became angry and ordered the immediate execution of the two sons of the rain god. The two heads fell into Tien Liet village. Here, people build tombs, build temples and worship them as tutelary gods. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.